What's up and good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. One of the booths we wanted to stop by is our friends over at Core Toolboxes. You guys may remember them from last year. They were right about to debut their new toolboxes and they've got some updates. They've actually been debuted, and I heard we have a special edition for us and for you guys that we're going to be showing here in a little bit. So we're going to walk up. We've got Eric, the owner of proucts and Core Toolboxes. Eric, good to see you again, brother.
Morning, buddy.
It is always a pleasure making the trip all the way down from Canada.
Canada, yes, sir.
Canada. Eric, what's going on here? I mean, I've heard we got some new stuff, cool stuff.
I think that we kind of last year learned a lot of lessons in what your video, honestly, thank you, Ryan, your video out there really kind of said, hey, we'd like to see this or we'd like to see that. And people that came to the show last year kind of said, hey, if you guys are coming to listens, well, here's the list of things that we'd kind of like to see for next year. So we went to work and didn't reinvent the wheel, but really tweaked as to what all the options that people were looking for to be more flexible in a toolbox line and differentiate ourselves from the rest of them. So some of the cool stuff we've done this year, let's walk you through it and see what we got. Again, our toolbox is 44-inch base. You can add to it. We talked about this, it's modular in that. A lot of people that are using them are like, hey, I use them for racing, or I use them in my trailer. How do I use that? So we came out with a really cool lockdown pin. So you bolt this into your trailer, onto your floor. You can roll this guy out, you pull the pin out, up he goes outside. A lot of guys are running a smaller trailer setup, but they're doing the work outside. They don't want to go back in the trailer to go get their stuff every time. So this can fit onto a 22 or a 44, makes it super easy to move around. We're also right now working on a hitch for the guys that like to tow it with their golf carts because they got to be in different locations, maybe away from where the trailer is. So one of the neat options. Another neat option we added this year was like, everyone's like, I got a drawer, it's great. I need to lock this every night, but I need to charge my batteries. What do I do? So a lot of companies have a big kind of bulkier setup. We went super slick. So what we have here is our power bar from the front. We've made a holder for it, and this is so new that it's not even painted yet. It will be painted in production. But this unit here is a simple clip system that allows you to put it on the back of the drawer, on the side of the drawer, but it also can be on any drawer that's double or higher. So a little single drawer won't fit, but anything double or higher, but your batteries wouldn't fit in a single anyways. So it just goes on and magnets in. It's super solid. You'll attach your wire here, you calculate your distance, you'll have an attachment for your wire there, and then we have grommets in the back to run the wire out the back to make sure you don't get any wire caught anywhere. One of the things people also talked to us about was, it's great to have 44, 66, 80-inch toolbox, but we really like a smaller box. That tool cart is getting a little bit old in those shelves and people are not working from it as much. So we came out with our 22 series, which can be customized to anything. So here's a 22. It's a really nice size. We generally put 4 pivoting on these, so when you're moving them around, like they're not in the way, it's really easy to push around. You can do it with the 5-inch casters, or you can do it with the foot casters we discussed last year. And it's just really cool because it gives you just, I bet you that 99% of what you're going to use working on a car is going to fit in this size. So it just becomes like a mobile workstation. And you can do that mobile workstation, again, we have different tops for it, but we also got a cool feature if you're running a laptop, you're tuning or whatnot. So we've got a folding side shelf that, okay, it's a 22, you're right, but it turns into a really nice big work surface. So also great if you want to clamp something onto it. You got, and these are 150 pounds or 200 pounds, I apologize, capacity brackets that are on there. Keeping that mobility in mind, that smaller, compact, but still that flexibility of doing it. Same thing always applies. Our drawers, if ever you put a configuration in and you wish you had switched it around, you can switch it around, or you can, simply buy another drawer. If you say, hey, I bought 2 singles, I actually want more for deep sockets, so can you sell me a double? We'll do that. Another thing we came out with this year was the Hutch. People said, where's your Hutch? If you don't have a Hutch, you're not in the toolbox business. So let's head down here. I think I spent about half a day in time speaking to people about how high the Hutch should be, how big the Hutch should be, it was just, Hutches are like a big argument and everyone's got their own opinion on it. What we did is we said, number one thing we find in Hutches, as most of them out there, you bang your head into them when you go to work in them.
Right.
We made our Hutches much taller. I'm not the tallest guy, I'm 5'10", but if you look at someone like...
over 6'2"?
We bring over 6'2", like here, Chris, our NBA star, and he's still clearing the Hutch. And that was so important for us. It was just like, hey guys, if we're gonna make one, make it right. It's gonna be big, but that's what a Hutch is. You want that storage space. So inside the Hutch went with our aluminum backsplashes that we have that you can hang computer mounts, so you can hang a drill, and anything in between those two things can be hung. Now, we wanted to bring light to it, because a lot of shops, when you put this up, you have this door that goes up and kind of hides your light. So guys have got like these battery powered and stuff, they got to recharge. We wanted to bring our light right into it. So to do that, what we did is we worked with a company called HYPERLITE that makes these really cool slides. So we made the doors like pocket doors. So they come out, and this is a prototype, Ryan, so please ignore the duct tape. It's just, this was brought out for SEMA. There will not be duct tape in production, but this is just, and then the door comes in and closes like this. So it allows us, all your tools, like you know pretty much where you're not gonna use, but it doesn't put anything in the way up here. There's nothing sticking out. There's nothing blocking any light, and allows us to put a light up there. So, and then it locks in. It's really kind of neat. Open it up, open it, fold it, you're ready to go.
Going with the extra height, one of the things, obviously, you know, we're usually confined to space in certain garage types, but you're usually not limited on your height. So adding an extra foot or two to the Hutch is great, because I bang my head on most Hutch lids that open. It's like literally right at forehead level for me. So this is huge, that not only that, you get the full open space top to bottom too. You know, if you want to hang like, you know, picture of your girlfriend right there, your wife, you know.
Or Chris.
Or Chris, yes, of course.
Or Chris, we could put Chris in there. So the Hutch was a great idea. The power that I showed you from the drawer,
right,
will also be clippable into the slat wall. So if you want power in here, you can clip it wherever you want to put it. So if you want to put your drill in one corner, you can clip it in there and run your wire. And again, all the holes in the grommets are in it. So at core, our basis is, you know, I don't know what you want. And I'm not the one that's going to tell you. I'm going to give you options. You decide where you want to put it and how you want to do it. I think in today's world, a lot of companies, they come out and they just box you into a corner and say, this is what, you know, this is what you're getting. This is what's right for you. How do they know what we need? And I don't know if you're a diesel mechanic or a toy car mechanic, right? So it's just flexibility, just giving you the options.
So if you guys are new, I would like you to go back and watch last year's video, because we get more in depth on the actual boxes themselves. We're just kind of giving you guys an update on, number one, the fact that this company actually listens to the consumer. Again, Eric has told me multiple times he's gone to that last video, seen a lot of the comments and the requests that you guys had and would have liked to seen, and we're actually seeing those here today, a year later. They've made the changes, or they've made, you know, different size boxes or whatever. And for those of you that don't know, all of these drawers are interchangeable. So that's where Eric was kind of talking about the flexibility. You want a smaller single drawer down here, you can bring it, you can raise it up, you can bring the bigger ones down below. All of these, it's all modular to where you can move drawers around and basically set it up exactly how you want it, versus having to buy a box off of a tool truck that is not only way too much money, but it's set up how it's set up.
They make a great box, and I'm not one to sit here and downgrade another person's product. We just came out with something that we feel serves the customer and what his needs are. We came out with a lot of marketing behind toolboxes is very simple. Get them in young, and then they'll look at them and say, if we get them into our brand coming out of school, they're very young, we know that they will sell them 3 to 4 boxes over their career. My philosophy is just different. Like, let's just get them in young, inexpensive, and let them grow it and make this box last forever.
Right, so
two
again,
different worlds.
You can build off of these boxes. This is a module right here. You can add the side module, you can add the Hutch later. Start with what you can afford, build out as, you know, you get more work, you get more into the hobby, you grow with more tools, you can just keep expanding.
So in our conversations, we're really excited about this item because you are the one that kind of inspired us behind this. And so what we did is you said, hey man, I love to wash my cars. I don't have a lot of room. What do we do? I've got a really cool power washer. What do we do? So we came up with a concept where we said, okay, let's take the wash bay, the wash area, and let's make it mobile. And we can make it mobile either on our 22 series or make it mobile on our 44 series. Personally, I love the 22, it's just so compact. And what we did is we went out and we couldn't find a really cool ringer. Just when your towels are wet and you just need to dry them off to get them damp. We engineered and built the ringer, and the ringer bolts exactly right into your toolbox, right where your handle would be usually. So, and we said, okay, the ringer's cool, but we got a pressure washer. Well, following your advice on your love for this power washer here, this Blue Clean pressure washer, we built a bracket that bolts in under the handle. So you can still push the cabinet around, and your pressure washer is built in to your cabinet. So it hangs right there. This one does not have it. This is our, again, prototype, because we brought this out. The production one we've tested with some rubber grommets that will be included.
Okay.
Literally, I'll put a bottle right here, and there is 0 vibrations. The water doesn't even move with the dampening on it, which is really, really cool. So you don't have you're not sitting there in your boxes and going the whole time. You know, it's
Right.
really smooth. And we're taking it one step further, actually, from some comments we got this year, is we make a really cool portable, it's not a portable vacuum, but it's a very slim vacuum that gets hung on your wall. That's got a 30-foot hose to do your cars. So on the back side, we're gonna mount the vacuum. So you're gonna have pressure washer, vacuuming, drying, and then you've got soaps, right? You've got different products. So we've prototyped a tray here, and this tray is something you can actually lift up, bring out, but it comes in your drawer. It fits right into your drawer. So all your bottles fit into your drawer. So it's a really cool system. Like the mini bay, which is, again, can have the pressure washer. It's already got the towel wringer. We kind of built this one kind of the way we do it. So you put your products down bottom. That tray fits in these ones also. I ran out of bottles, but the tray is there. And then we put some deep drawers, so you've got towels and whatever you want to put in there.
Brushes.
Then there's small little finishing tools, like some little screwdrivers. You've got some little things that remove trim or whatever, for people that are really intensively into washing their cars. And then your polisher or whatever can fit in here. So super cool. We were really excited. But there's one more thing. You came to me with an idea. I believe I sent you an email on August 1st saying, hey, let's you know.
Oh, I love how we're telling the story.
Yeah. So let's do something cool, because we appreciate what you're doing and the values you have and work for it, and where your mindset is. And you said, yeah, that'd be really cool. Like I could put some design touches on it. And we said, great. And then we didn't hear from you. And then they were like, hello, Ryan, hello.
I have an issue with that.
Yeah, and so. What are we today? We are the November 5th, 6th? We don't even know what day we are anymore. We're somewhere in the beginning of November.
Correct.
October 22nd, I get a text. Hey, can you make this? I'm like, no, I can't make that. All of my product had shipped to Vegas. Everything was gone. The booth was already in Vegas. But Ryan, miracles do happen. I want to show you something that's really cool.
Let's do this. I'm excited for this.
This is something we talked about that we did not expect to have here, but I think that's kind of what we are too, is that we're able to get those requests. We're a small enough manufacturer, but big enough to be able to produce it quickly, but small enough to be able to turn it around. So, without further ado.
Oh, I'm excited for this.
The Work For It edition. Seafoam green. It's going to have all the bells and whistles. This is totally conceptual right now, but the color is amazing. Now, this one here, there's still tweaks to be done, and I think that's something we can work on a little bit more if you answer my emails. You know, it's something that we want to do, but right now, this is a sticker on it, right? But we're going to actually go in, and we're going to laser cut it out into the box, etch it out, so it looks really, really cool. The logo, I want to take that fist, and we're going to actually do a cutout in seafoam green to really kind of ties it into yours. Let's look at, we discussed what options, the in-drawer charging, the configurations you want to come up. I know the wash bay is something that you're really excited about. So some configurations for you with the bells and whistles that you find valuable. You know, and let's work together and collab on this and see how it turns out. But I think the color, you knocked it out of the park.
This is, I really hope the GoPro is picking this color up. So we were going for that old school teal patina seafoam green that you see on the old trucks. And I feel like it's just a color that, I literally sent Eric a picture of an old truck, an old like 50s Chevy.
5 days before SEMA.
And Eric says, text me back. He says, hey, do you have a color sample? And he didn't even give me about 2 minutes to respond. He sends me, nope, I have the color sample. And he found, and he nailed this so well, guys. Again, I hope the GoPro is picking up this color, but it is like the spot on old school teal patina you see on the old trucks that everybody tries to mimic. And I think this is just gonna be a really, really cool box. Again, you guys know I'm a believer in the product, I'm a believer in the company. You know that the pressure washer mounted on the side of a toolbox is something that, like me and Eric were just spitballing over the phone one day. And they're listening, they're innovating, they're making cool stuff, and I think it's going to be a really cool collaboration between the two of us to offer you something that you know, I think is going to be very unique in your garage, in your shop, in your kitchen. You want an island? I mean, you know, we got the butcher block top right there, bedroom.
So I did my walk-in closet. My wife said, we're not using toolboxes. I said, yeah, we are. And so we renovated, and I literally put toolboxes as my walk-in closet furniture. And Serena can vouch for me. They are in my closet. So we can, hey, listen, where do you need it? Where do you need drawers? We can make this work. It's no problem.
Well, guys, super excited to debut this toolbox. And again, there's going to be a couple of options you're going to be able to do when you do these in terms of sizing as well as tops. If you are not a fan of the butch block top, they also have a nice black rubber top that you'll see over there on that box. But I'm pretty excited for this collaboration. I've been a big believer in these toolboxes for a while now. I think having a Workford edition toolbox, man, this color again. I really hope it comes out on camera because this thing is freaking sick, and you'll be able to, I believe, get it without that box right there, the side cabinet, and just get this portion if you want. Again, we're working on the whole configurator. It'll be on the website at some point soon. I will let you guys know when that happens. There's a lot that goes into the behind the scenes of these things, but huge thank you to proucts and Core Toolboxes for, again, not only making a really cool product, listening to you guys, incorporating your comments into the next editions of the products, but also this cool collaboration that I'm super excited for. But with that, we're going to wrap up. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now that we do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like, get a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workfordapparel.com and proucts.com, coretoolboxes.com, I think. I'm not sure. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.